And when they had come to the place called Calvary, there they crucified him and the criminals, one on the right hand and the other on the left. Then Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And they divided his garments and cast lots, and the people stood looking on. But even the rulers with them sneered, saying, He saved others, let him save himself if he is the Christ, the chosen of God. The soldiers also mocked him, coming and offering him sour wine, and saying, If you are the King of the Jews, save yourself. And an inscription also was written over him in letters of Greek, Latin, and Hebrew, This is the King of the Jews. Then he said to Jesus, Lord, remember me when you come into your kingdom. And Jesus said to him, Assuredly I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise. Now it was about the 6th hour, and there was darkness over all the earth until the 9th hour. Then the sun was darkened, and the veil of the temple was torn in two. And when Jesus had cried out with a loud voice, he said, Father, into your hands I commend my spirit. Having said this, he breathed his last. It's morning in Jerusalem. We're talking today about that Friday where Jesus died. The doors behind me open onto an ancient church by two names, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre and the Church of the Resurrection. The first church built here was in about 300, what's called the Byzantine period. It was once outside the walls of Old Jerusalem. Now it's encompassed in the walls that were built by Crusaders and Turks some centuries ago. But the place is now well attested as that place where Jesus died on Golgotha, and just dozens of meters away where he was buried. In fact, right behind me is the slab that covers what most archaeologists think, because of its ancient place of worship, was the place where, in fact, the tomb sat in which Jesus was placed. Let's be clear. The events that happened here 2,000 years ago were not a myth or a story. The walls around me in this courtyard were not here then. The doors of the church behind me, ancient as they may be, were not here then. This was a place outside the city where criminals were taken to be executed. And where I'm standing now, looking in the other direction, there would have been a crowd looking up to my left to see a man on a cross, flanked by two other men on crosses. And there he would hang, naked and shamed, to terrify the people around him in the city of Jerusalem not to rebel against the Roman overlords. Crucifixion was designed to do just that. Awful as it was, painful as it was for the one who rode the cross, obnoxious as it was to us as we listen, that wasn't really the greatest shame or the greatest pain that Jesus suffered. It was the weight that was upon his soul and his spirit, the full knowledge that he was dying as a sacrifice forsaken by his Father, so that my sin and your sin, and even the sins of the whole world for all those who would come and receive it, would be paid for. That was the great pain he bore that no one else in history has borne, and this place where we stand is precisely where it happened on that Friday, all those centuries ago.